My capture card is like freezing up on me today. It's doing it a lot on me. I don't know what's going on with the visual stuff today. It's just want to freeze up on me a lot today. I don't know. I may need to restart it. So let's see how it does, how it acts up in the meanwhile. I don't know. I may have to fix the resolution on it. Let's see how it does online when I go online. You know, it may drop because I go online. But I got the LAN and stuff. I want to see how it's going to do when I go online. I'm going to be watching it the whole time when I go online. It did pretty well when I went online with Pokemon, so hopefully it'll do the same for Splatoon. At most, image quality may go bad, or stream may go bad, but I got a little bit of message to relay. And this whole stream is only because I have a video processing, and it's only because the fact that the video is taking so freaking long to process. I don't know what the hell is going on with it. Like, it doesn't want to freaking process for some reason, and it's been processing since last night. I basically made a video as a response to freaking Masuda. So, if y'all haven't heard the news, and I'm going to start with this firsthand, Masuda has responded to the Pokemon community. I want to go ahead and be the first to say it. I respect Masuda a lot for responding to the community and their complaints. I respect him a lot for it because, it takes a big man to respond to like his own community, especially when the community is as rapid as the Pokemon community. Yes, I said that they are rapid and they are at full force. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The Pokemon community is very rapid. So when it comes to the Pokemon community, these guys are, how can I say, crazy. But and right now they have a good reason to be. Right now, the Pokemon Company and Game Freak are not really doing the best they can to relay the message that, hey, we have to cut Pokemon, because right now we really just can't support them right now. Right now, we can only do so much for the Pokemon and the HD and everything. We knew we were going to get to this point where we couldn't be able to support all the Pokemon, which they tried to relay, but they really didn't do. Because when you actually try to tell a message like this to like your fans and all that stuff like this, you're supposed to give them when you tell them something like this, you're supposed to give them like a little plan or something, like how, like, if you're going to do something like this, like, we can't support all the Pokemon every single game. Like, we tried, the games are getting bigger, and you know what, I get that. Like, if you try to tell a fan like me this, okay, I get that. You can't keep supporting a Pokemon. We get that Pokemon does a lot of Pokemon, and you can't keep supporting it like that. Okay, so what's the best thing to do? Give us the plan, man. Tell us the plan. What you gotta do? Okay, you gotta cut Pokemon. So you gotta cut Pokemon. What you gotta do in order to, keep the Pokemon support going. So what you gotta do to future-proof Pokemon for later games, because just putting them in Pokemon Home for the rest of Pokemon life is not just gonna help. You feel me? Pokemon Home, like, I understand the name is Pokemon Home, but they sound like you put them in a retirement home. Like, these Pokemon are never going to come out. This is what making people mad. Like, you're not really telling them much. Like, are people going to be able to play with these Pokemon and later? Like, you're telling them, like, okay, yes, you told them, yes, these Pokemon are going to be able to be played with later games. These Pokemon are going to be able to be played with later games. Okay, that's great. You're telling us that. Okay. What is the plan for what's the plan for the here and now? You're not really telling us what's going on. Like what? Like, how are you doing this? Like, how are you doing it for now? Like, You cut in Pokemon way. How many Pokemon are going to be in Sword and Shield? How many Pokemon are going to be like in? How many Pokemon are actually going to make it in? Because a lot of people out here are saying these games are going to cut like a huge chunk of the Pokemon experience away. Like people are like literally thinking like, oh, Game Freak is like literally going to take away like 500 Pokemon, only leave like 200 of the already existing 700. 800 Pokemon or 300 Pokemon so, and only give us like 90 new ones or so. How many of the actual existing Pokemon are going to be in Sword and Shield? Because I must stress what we already seen in like the demos and trailers and stuff like that. That can't be all the Pokemon, right? Because you got this huge wild area that you're showing off. And you only showed off this the big part of the wild area. That's all you showed off. You also got forest area to show off. You also got the cold area you gotta show off and all this stuff. You got different parts of the wild area that you have to show off. So I know this is not all the Pokemon that you have to show off. I know this is not all of the old existing Pokemon that's coming back. So Game Freak does have a lot of explaining to tell us. If they're cutting Pokemon, they do have a lot to tell us, and they're not telling us everything. So of course, it's going to lead to fan speculation and assuming. And of course, fans are going to get mad. Fans are not going to listen to reason because you're not really giving them reason to listen to reason. You got like when you tell fans something like this, you got at least like make the deal sweet for them, man. You just can't expect fans to be like, okay, they cut Pokemon away. Okay, we're good. No, you gotta make it sweet for them. You gotta make the deal sweet for them. What are they getting that's gonna really like like make them cool down? Like you're not giving them much. You're telling them, oh, we're cutting Pokemon away. That's not really making them happy. They're not really making them happy right now. And on top of this, I know it's working on Pokemon Masters, but you're also promoting that more than Pokemon Sword and Shield. So yeah, y'all really gotta work on relaying a message right now to the Pokemon fans. And you gotta really calm them down. Y'all are not doing that, and that's what's really the problem right now. You gotta really work with the communication, man, and that's the big problem that's going on with Pokemon. I don't know how the hell I survived that. Continue on. We're about to lose yet again. My team is about to fail me yet again. Excuse me, y'all. Let me help my team out. Let me help my team out because these guys sucking right now. Okay. Give me this. Oh, fuck. Thank you. So, back to what I was saying. Yeah, Game Freak is really gotta really work on this communication, man. This communication right now, and that's the big problem. What's going on with them because they really got like a huge message to say, man, to like the fan base and stuff like that. They really got something to say to the fan base about this, but they're just not giving us. They're not being really explanatory with it. They're saying that yeah, we had to cut the national, we had to cut Pokemon. They're saying oh, yeah, animations and stuff it needs to be done, and fans are like basically trying to disprove them and say, oh yeah, man, hey yeah, animations need to be done and stuff like that. They're saying like animations need to be done, but and these fans are looking at these videos, these demos, and everything, and saying, okay, what's truly being done here? Because what you're saying, and I understand the game is not done. I truly understand that. And fans, they do get rapid at times. I just jumped into the water. I am sucking tonight. Alright. I think I said all I need to say about this matter. So, let's go ahead and address the Pokemon community. And it's about time I said something about this Pokemon community for a long time, because I think they are the ultimate problem to this all, everything. And I think it's troublesome when a developer can't work. And you know what, man? I think it's about time that I gotta say this about the Pokemon community as a whole, because I think the fact that the reason that a lot of the Pokemon community, I think the reason why they issued this statement is because I think Game Freak is really just delaying the. I'm just saying, hey guys, we're working over here. Like, we really need to work on these games and improve and finish up. And like, even though even though these games are like they're like in alpha phase at the moment, they still need to finish up these games and everything. And I think the fan base is like interrupting them with the hashtagging and everything. I think that, first of all, please let these guys work, because that hashtagging, and they have to take time to make statements like Junichi Masuda had to do. His statement can be saying as, hey, look, nothing is really changing, but we really need to focus on these games. Please let us work. Nothing's really changing. Look, the thing is, nothing's changing. We have to work on these games. We have a deadline to meet. We can't delay. We can't do this and that. Please let us work. Look, the fact that some Pokemon, we love Pokemon just as much as we do. We love your passion. We love your commitment. Look, Pokemon that won't get used in these games will get used in future games. But we gotta work on these games. So please let us work. And I understand that. And we understand that a lot. And the community is up in the uproar, again. But the problem I have with the gaming community, the Pokemon community, is they're constantly on the attack. No pun intended, but they're constantly on the attack. They're continuously never agree anything positivity with the Pokemon community. With Junichi Masuda or anybody, man. Whoever says anything positive with the game, man, they're gonna be like. They're constantly attacking everybody at the moment, and that's the thing about Pokemon, the Pokemon community, that I just can't I'm currently at the moment just can't stand. I just cannot stand right now about the Pokemon community, because they just have it in their mindset that we got to get what we want, and I understand that to a degree, but they're super of how aggressive they're being towards everybody right now, and they're their own worst enemy. And mind you, keep in mind, this is how they was when Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Look, I swear to it, the Pokemon community right now is attacking everything and everybody right now. They're attacking town. They're attacking the Dynamax feature. They even went to start attacking their own game. Well, I don't get what's going on with the Pokemon community and what they're trying to accomplish anymore. It seems like they have a agenda and is taking out on anybody they see fit. Take it out on. I don't get it. And even after the statement, they addressed it. At least they showed that they are listening. Even if they show that they are listening, I don't on how in the hell do you still feel like they got to attack somebody or attack something and like that. And I'm not trying to call them savages or animals, but they're kind of fucking acting like some, because they're acting is just out of it right now. And even after the statement, I don't think Junichi Masuda even made it any better, And that's, I gotta be honest, he didn't really make it any better. But still, there's gotta be a point where you have to calm down and think just a bit about how how you acting at the moment. Like, come on, man, it's not necessary, bro. It's crazy. I wish I was making it up, but it's true, man. It's how they're acting. There's some that's under net, that's like really just doing it. Like, I wish I was making it up, but I can't, man. I wish I was making up a Pokemon community, but right now the Pokemon community is too far in an uproar to try to reason with at the moment. I don't get it. It's They're too far gone. I want to say too far gone for their own damn good, and So yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think about that. In a way. All right, so I guess I can get on to the last thing I'm trying to address in this whole thing, and it's my feelings towards Pokemon Masters. So yeah, I guess I didn't make it clear in a way towards Pokemon Masters. When I made a video about this the other day about Pokemon Masters, and I guess I didn't make it clear enough about my feelings towards the game. But Pokemon Masters, I feel, have an impact after watching what the game is going to be. In a way, I feel like the game is going to be more of what the Pokemon fans want instead of what the Pokemon. I I feel like it's what the Pokemon what Pokemon Company has been doing for a while. I feel that Pokemon Company has been putting too much towards the mobile scene. Now, somebody had brought to me on Twitter about Nintendo's mobile scene and how Nintendo's been like putting up a lot of mobile games like in the past year. Like, as you looked at it, like Nintendo has been putting up games like Dr. Mario World, Fire Emblem Heroes, Animal Crossing, Camping Ground, I think it was. I don't know. I don't play Animal Crossing. Freaking, it's another one. I'm trying to think of it. I'm trying to think of it off the top of my head. I ain't just got me Tomo. They cancel that shit. It's another game. I'm trying to think of it. That's all they released? Dr. Mario, Dragon Dagoma. No, not Dragon Dagoma. What's that game? Which is its own. It's an IP which is co-owned with Nintendo, but I think yeah they also have a hand with that game as well. But the thing is with those games is the thing about the difference with Nintendo versus Pokemon Company is I think that Pokemon Company, they do add like a lot of features that the main game has in them, and they keep the main game features, at heavy base in these phone games. But the thing I feel like is they support these phone games a little bit too much. Now I understand that Nintendo also support these phone games as well, but they keep it at a taste level when it comes to these phone games. Now when I talk about these phone games, when I talk about taste level at these phone games, I'm talking about the games still feel like a taste of the console games. They don't feel like, oh, I'm actually getting what's on the console. Therefore, I don't need what's on the console, because I already heard some people and people talking about Pokemon Masters may look like what I actually need instead of Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I feel like that's not actually helping the problem. I feel like that's more bottom line, making the problem even worse. What's going on with Game Freak and everything else? Because I think that the mobile scene may be a better way to make a little bit more money than the console games. It made more sense once I start seeing like features that the mainline games get. Like, come on now. Why is a mobile game getting Megas and Z moves, stuff that the mainline games had, versus, the actual console games. Like, why is Pokemon Sword and Shield not getting Megas? Why the hell are they not getting Z moves? Come on now, doesn't that seem kind of stupid? Like, that's just me in my opinion. I just don't approve of the. I just don't approve. I don't know what just happened there with me. I just don't approve of the fact of mega, evolutions all up in the phone games and stuff like that. Versus, it just don't make no sense to me, man. And that's why the reason why I was more like, because you see all these features that people are crying for. I swear to God, if we lose this damn game, and I worked so hard to get that, oh my God, what just happened? See, this is what I was pissed off about when I uploaded that other video the other night. I worked so hard to get the lead, and then all of a sudden, yeah, I hate that so much. What just happened? And what I was talking about? Yes. But yeah, man, Pokemon Masters, I just don't want to play that game because it looks like it takes so much away from the console game. It took in every feature that everybody is asking for the console game and just giving it to the mobile game. That's what it looks like so much, and that's the reason why I don't want to play it so much, because it looks like you're giving so, like, people are asking for this stuff on console games. Why in the hell is this game getting it? Why the console game is not getting it? This is my main concern. For Pokemon, Sword and Shield and stuff like that. Y'all should be working on putting these features in Sword and Shield. But anywho, so what's my final take on all of this? I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be all honestly real with you guys. I'm gonna be all honestly real with you. So, when it comes to me as my final decision as a purchase person, with all these decisions that Game Freak is currently making with the Pokemon franchise and everything, I'm gonna be all. It's just this decision had a lot of thought put behind it, and as a person who loves Pokemon, I ultimately do want to see Pokemon get better. I do want to see Pokemon get better, but I can't make these kind of videos. I can't say nothing if I'm one of the people who are saying these things while also just like putting out these videos or going off on a tangent, is going and saying, I'm not buying these games, I'm not doing. What I'm basically saying is, I am still going to purchase Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I know that sounds like Shield 101. Pokemon Shield 101, And you know what? You're fucking right. It is Pokemon Shield 101. But you know what? It's a decision that I have to make as a person with the money versus the company with the money who can go ahead and do all these things without me basing it on my purchase decision. I have to make these decisions for myself. Like, do they really need my money to make this decision? A lot of people always think that companies always have. A lot of people say, if I just draw my money away from these people, they will give me what I want. And in this day and age, that may have worked if they didn't have other business. They may have worked if Pokemon was their only business venue. And that's just simply not it. They have other business venues. They have mobile, they have the TGC, they have the anime, and they have, well, that's all they have, yeah. and they also create in town. They have other ways of getting money out of besides the Pokemon games. So it wouldn't really hurt them. It would just make them move their resources over to improving that other stuff. That's all they would have done, and bam, they'll focus on that. So if you want your Pokemon games to get better, make sure you tell them this is the place that needs this is the place that needs to be, you know, this is the place that needs to be improved. With Nintendo, I gotta make this example because before Reggie Fils-Aimé, so with that knowledge, they took it and they made the switch out of that knowledge, and I thought, how would they be able to get that knowledge from people who didn't own a Wii U? So yeah, so they took that knowledge and they ran with that knowledge and they decided to make the Switch. They made a console with that knowledge. So yeah, that's what you know. That I use that as an example because that tells me something. The company is going to listen to the people who are going to be paying for the who will be paying for these. My bad. Push the mic too close to my mouth. Who's going to be paying for their products? So if I want to see Pokemon get better, I want to. I gotta be the one purchasing the games. Ain't no way in hell I only have 4 kills. Get out of here with that. But I gotta be the one purchasing the games. I gotta be one showing them, hey, this is where your money need to be made. I gotta be one telling them, this is where you gotta make your money at. This is what you gotta do. Because they're gonna keep cutting corners on this. If sales keep getting low, they're gonna keep cutting corners because they're gonna keep seeing it's just not worth all this effort. Because the last game where a lot of effort was put towards it was Gen 5. Gen 5 had the most ambitious story, had the most ambitious graphics, had the most ambitious Pokemon designs ever. It was more mature. It was basically 156 new Pokemon. That's all you could catch in the region. And you can get the old Pokemon on top of that. It was just an ambitious game. And they didn't get that much from it. And when it came to Gen 6, they went lower. And even though they were doing 3D graphics, they didn't really go all out with it, as they should. So therefore, they did less and made more. So yeah, we need to show them that hey, they gotta go big. They gotta invest in these games a little bit. They gotta invest in these games a little bit more. They gotta invest in the mainline series just a little bit more. So that's just me. This is all my opinion on everything going wrong on the Pokemon community. A lot of people is not going to listen to this because they don't they a lot of people, because they don't want to hear this type of stuff. They don't really want to hear this. They want a yes man all the time. But you gotta be truthful with it, man. Even if it comes from within the Pokemon community, that's what people want right now. Just give it to them. Screw that. Screw giving them the truth. Right now I'm getting tongue twisted because I'm trying to focus on this match because I'm tired of my team over here butt walking right now. Pokemon been so everywhere as lately. The controversy, everything, man, it's just been everywhere, and it's hard not to make a video on it, man. And I love Pokemon. All right, I want to see Pokemon continue to grow. I want to see the community get better. I want to see the community get better. I want to see the games get better. I want to see everything Pokemon get better. I don't want to see just one division get better. I want to see everything Pokemon get better. The main line, the TCG. Heck, I even want to see the meta get better. So yeah, so as a Pokemon fan, I just don't want Pokemon to fail, you know. And as a Pokemon fan, or if you want to say fanboy, go right on ahead. I won't get mad. You technically not wrong. I am a kind of Pokemon fanboy. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm a Nintendo fanboy as a whole. I'm not going to be afraid to admit it. Some niggas are afraid to admit it, but hello. Hey, Nintendo fanboy here. I know that sounds fruity as hell, but shit, I don't give a fuck. I'm not fruity. I'm not fruity, but shit, fuck y'all niggas though. Oh, I'm just saying. Oh, I ain't with the gay shit. No homo. um, but yeah, man, it's. Oh shit, no. So yeah, I do want to leave one thing though. Before I go, and you know, I kind of want to do talk about my where I stand on the whole national Dex thing. I do want to leave where I stand at because I think it's important just to hear the talkers' point of view on it. I think it's important to hear this. So as for me, as I talked, I have said multiple times in the stream, I do understand where Game Freak is coming from. He said he had to cut because where they're going HD with a lot of the Pokemon. That's understandable. And you may not see it, and you know, and it may be hard to see now, but you may see it once the full game is in your hand and it's on your TV. You may be playing it at whatever resolution that the games may be at. But you're gonna see it. You're gonna see a difference in the Pokemon. We may not see it now because what we're playing and stuff like that. They are working on the HD models of the Pokemon. They are sprucing them up. There are 800 and something of the little bastards out there to catch. However, Junichi Masuda is right. The game is getting bigger. The game is getting bigger. And I hate to say it because I do have favorite Pokemon that I would love to catch. There's a lot of legendaries that I love that I do not want to get rid of. My top favorite Pokemons, my top 3 favorite Pokemon. My number 1 is the Trico line. My number 1 favorite Pokemon is Trico. My number 2 favorite Pokemon is Groudon. My number 3 is Raichu. So, what I'm trying to say is, I do have a lot of Pokemon that I do love, and I do stick up for a lot of the underdog Pokemon who will most likely get cut. Pokemon like Wigglytuff, Pokemon like Lumineon, that fish Pokemon that evolves from Finneon that most of y'all may not remember because y'all overlook this Pokemon a lot, which looks fucking good. Bruxious, which a lot of people don't like the design of, but I fucking love it. There's a lot of the Pokemon out there that I just love and adore, and I would hate to see get cut. And it's going to happen. And you know, there are methods that Pokemon Company can take to add them to the game now or later, whichever one they can do. Fucking with this, we gotta stop with the damn line. Trying to balance the game for the new Pokemon, what they're going to bring to the meta, plus Dynamaxing, and plus they're trying to create a new region, plus new areas and stuff like that. They have a lot of work to be done. It's just too much to do all this new stuff with 800 Pokemon in focus, you know, and I understand that a lot of people want it. I understand that a lot of people don't see the new animations. Who knows what they're doing with the overworld and how they're gonna make Pokemon interact in the overworld. Like I've seen like how they're gonna just make Pokemon chase you in the overworld if you I seen that stuff man, in the treehouse. I said, oh, is these the kind of animations that we're getting? That's cool. I understand people are like trying to outdo them just to prove a point. Which that doesn't really help nothing. That just tells them if you're so good, then you do it your dang on self. And some people will do it and then end up playing their own damn fan games just to be like, yeah, I don't need you. But what I'm trying to basically say is what I'm trying to basically say is we're leaping into a new generation. We're leaping into a new generation. We're leaping with new Pokemon. We have new Pokemon coming. We have a new world to explore. Junichi Masuda and these guys are hard at work. There's Pokemon that they didn't get to animate because they are on a time limit. They have things to do. And it sucks that a lot of Pokemon may be getting cut. We don't know how many is getting cut. And and my stance is I hate the fact that Pokemon is getting cut. But they're getting cut. I hate it. I may not have my favorite Pokemon in Gen 8. I'm just have to roll with it and try to fill it in with another Pokemon. But hopefully that we can convince them to go back on their word in the future. As us buying the games, we got to be the ones to say, hey, look, man, look, we still bought your game, okay? But we need you to actually help. Look, if you need help, we can help. Like, for real, like, the thing is about this is the fact that they are part of Nintendo. I don't understand why Game Freak doesn't enlist the help. Yo, Nintendo, look, we need some help with our latest Pokemon game. We have all these minds and stuff like that needs new animations and stuff like that. We need your expertise, in design and stuff like this. Fuck! Well, good. 2 kills on the map. Okay. I know talking players be fun, don't they? And I understand like a lot, but this is the thing about Pokemon with Game Freak with me. I don't understand why in the hell they just don't go to Nintendo sometimes. Like Nintendo is part owner. Why in the hell y'all don't go to them and ask them to work on some Pokemon with you guys? I don't get that about you guys. That's just sad. They will work with you. Just go to them and just say, look, Nintendo, we need some help on Pokemon. Which really adds on to the no excuse, but I'm going to roll with it only because this is not their first HD console game. This is not their first HD mainline console game because keep in mind, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee is their first mainline on Pokemon games. But still, though, it adds on to the fact that it just adds on to the fact that seriously, though, they just have so much help they can be getting from Nintendo. I understand Nintendo got a lot of projects in the works, but they still got some extra staff laying around that can help them out still. They got all these developer companies. They got Retro, which may or may not have all their staffs working on Metroid 4 and another project that we don't know about or so. And, it's just that, about, Game Freak. But for right now, because of what they're doing in Pokemon Sword and Shield, mind you, I'm not too worried about the goddamn graphics. I was never a graphic horror person. Switch. I was more annoyed like at that kind of problem, like if they was trying to like just cut corners on the port and stuff like that. That's what I was more annoyed at. Sorry, I just had like check this. I just had that great plan. I said, like that'd be a good plan just to run up beside him to see what happens. I just had a great plan. I just had to quit and see what that plan worked. I just had to see that plan work. But anywho, that's just my idea. But yeah. But anywho, this is all I have for this stream. I hope you enjoyed my terrible Splatoon playing. I never played this bad. This is my first time ever streaming Splatoon on YouTube. This is my first time ever streaming this game. Holy shit. It really is. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. It really is. Anywho, man. Anywho, this is my first time streaming this game with you guys. And everything. Hey, look, is that Jared? I hope that's pro Jared. Fucker. Anywho, it's your boy Kahuna Sid. Kahuna Kid signing off. Deuces. God bless. What time is it? It's 9:40. I'm out of here. I'm gonna shoot this last match for you guys. Just to have some content. That's well okay. I don't get it why my splats don't show up until like later. Shit. Oh yeah. Little known fact about me, I have a weakness to splat rollers. I have a weakness to splat rollers. I hate splat rollers with a passion. Oh, come on. Damn it, jetpack ass nigga. One day I'm gonna just do a stream just for fun. I did that yet. I never did a stream for fun. I'm gonna just do it for fun. Be on this nigga ass for fun. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I made that. Yay. Fuck. Say some gospel, motherfucker. Shit. How? Good lord, I have a bad aim. Shit. Uh, I mean, I hope hope y'all think y'all can recover from that because they're over here kicking our asses. Like seriously, like this is a bad match. Like, I mean, y'all better be living on a prayer if y'all wishing to get this game. I'm sorry, this man, because these people over here just kicking ass. Yo, no, y'all ain't getting this game.